Reintroduced for 2016, the SRC Challenges category is open to all crews who haven't previously finished in the overall top 10 of a National B or higher event. Grabbing third in the Challengers this time out, locals Ross McDonald and Matthew Johnson were a fine 17th overall at the finish. Highlight of their day was 5th fastest in SS2. Second place went to the similar Evo 9 of John Wink and John Forrest, another crew to enjoy stage 2, with a personal SRC best of second quickest. And taking the top spot this time out, Scott McCombie and Mark Fisher took maximum points in the category with an excellent 10th overall, only 5 seconds back from Scott's brother Bruce. On their first Forest event, Carluke's Ross Carberry and co-driver Charlie Sayer Payne were learning the hard way on SS1. Despite the roll, they survived to grab 5th in Class 2. Fourth in the class went to Jacob and Oliver Harlington in the unusual polo. A 205 rally is a rare sight on the stages these days too. Portree's Grant McRae guided his round to third in class. Taking second, Drumnod Rocket's Craig Martin belied a seeding position of 96 in the Skoda Felicia. And taking a convincing class win by over 3 minutes, Angus Laurie and Danish co-driver Jeanette Kvek spent the day learning how each other works. Third two-wheel drive finishers was an excellent start to the season.
Quite a challenge for me. Everything new language, new car, new driver, but it's been great so far. I mean, driving, we only have 2 full stages and a lot of challenges, but yeah, it's been fun.
Grabbing third at the end of a difficult day, former 205 Ecos contender Luke McLaren. Despite this spin in front of the crowds, Alan Matheson took second in Class 3 in the X-Fraser Gellin Escort. Taking Class 3 and top inaugural 205 Cup honours, the Solway Car Club crew of Donald and Scott Peacock headed the SRC class finishers by 25 seconds at the end of the day.
100, tightened hairpin left round bails.
It was a day of carnage for the Class 4 runners with only 2 finishers. In a Fiesta for the first time, Elgin's Thomas Gray spent the day learning the new car. With the back end feeling distinctly nervous, he and co-driver Dave Robson had a cautious run to second in class.
50. Done. Right 1 over crest and left 5 in.
Into his second year in the woods, Liberton's Andy Struthers had his new self-built C2 running strongly to grab both the Class 4 win and, alongside co-driver Alistair McElroy, the Top Junior Driver Award. Class 5 was the domain of the 2-litre Pinto-engined escorts for this event, and taking third in only their second SRC event in an escort, Turriff's Andy Chalmers and co-driver Mark McCabe continued their rear-wheel drive learning curve. 2 minutes up the road, it was a solid second in the class for John O'Kane and George Finlayson's Mark II. And taking the class by over a minute was an excellent result for Sky Crew, Paddy and Chris Monroe, completing the Ford domination of Class 5. It was a lonely run to Class 6 victory and 75th overall for Brechin's Ian Milne in his historic spec Escort. A 3-minute visit to a ditch on SS1 put paid to a good result for Caroline Carslaw and John Duke. Sticking with it though, they were able to secure second in Class 7 at the end of the day. Over 4 minutes up at the finish, it was a solid SRC debut for Invergordon's Kevin Gray in his Astra with a Class win. Class 8 was one of the best supported classes at the Snowman, with several rear-wheel drive machines out for the day. Making a comeback to rallying after many years away, Keith Seeger and Mark Runciman guided the unusual BMW Compact to 5th in class. Out in the only Avenger in the field, Ivor Clark and Paul Gribben utilised a secret weapon, tractor tyres, to guide the White Classic around to 4th in class. With a new engine and paint job for the car this year, Portree crew Duncan MacDonald and Neil Ross had stepped up into the more powerful Class 8 and grabbed 3rd at the finish. More speed to come in the following rounds once they can actually use the extra power. Clutch problems of before SS1 left Dougal Brown and Lewis Rochford struggling. With a DIY repair at the side of the road, they got the Escort to the finish, 2nd in the class and 2nd in the two-wheel drive championship. Having a fantastic run in their Escort, Glasgow's Grant Inglis and Robert Gray stormed to a class win by 28 seconds and secured the maximum points in the Scottish two-wheel drive championship, on their best run in the Blue Escort so far.
It was different. It was different. It was a finish though. That was the main thing.
And the car in one piece?
Car's in one bit, yeah. Although one of the service boys rattled into the trailer trying to put it on. So all day I've missed everything. Maybe caught a couple of snowbanks and whatnot, but he crashed into the back of the van.
Reigning Class 9 champions, balloters Donald and Rachel Brooker were the only Class 9 crew out this time and bagged a solid 64th overall. The Snowman was also the first round of the new used car parts Subaru Cup for classic shaped Imprezas. Grabbing 4th and 58th overall were Stephen Fraser and Rory Campbell. Third in the competition was Inveruuri's Matthew Thompson and Ian Graham, in 48th place overall. Taking a solid 35th overall and 2nd in the category were Drew McDonald and Susan Shanks. Romping away to a first round win and a fantastic 20th overall on their first Snowman were the Elgin crew of Scott Much and Greg McDonald. Really happy about being only 2 positions back from John McCrone's Fiesta R5.